Hello and welcome to July 21st, where we're reading 2 Chronicles 35 through Ezra chapter 2. Now, this reading is going to very quickly finish off the kingdom of Judah before switching over. They get taken to Babylon, and then we'll get into Ezra, so they come right back from Babylon and start to build the temple. That's where we're going today. Now, if you want a specific breakdown of what's in each individual chapter here, in 2 Chronicles 35, you start out with the king Josiah. He's the king of Judah. He's the last good king of Judah. There are going to be several other ones after him, and 35 really covers a lot of his accomplishments. Some of them are good. He observes the Passover, and he establishes the Passover as a feast unlike they've had in, a long time. Hezekiah also re-established the Passover as a great feast, but Josiah did it even better and did it even more righteously than Hezekiah did. And so Josiah, he's on the up and up. He's doing many good things. We saw that in the last couple of chapters. We see that in chapter 35 until he gets distracted. And in the end of chapter 35, he runs across Pharaoh. He doesn't listen to Pharaoh's warning, which ends up being a warning from God. And ultimately, Josiah is cut down. He is left to die, and his son replaces him on the throne. And you read about him in chapter 36. You read about Jehoahaz, and Jehoahaz is a bad king, and then he gets taken to Egypt, and so he gets replaced by Jehoiakim. And Jehoiakim is a bad king, so he gets taken over by Babylon, and he gets replaced by Jehoiachin. And Jehoiachin's a bad king, and he gets taken over by Babylon. He gets replaced by Zedekiah, and Zedekiah is a bad king who gets taken over by Babylon. And at that point, Nebuchadnezzar just destroys the entire city of Jerusalem, destroys the temple and all of that. He pulls Zedekiah and everybody else back off to Babylon, and there's nothing left until you get to the very tail end of 2 Chronicles 36, which happens to share the exact same words as Ezra chapter 1 in the first few verses, which is to say that Persia has come in, Persia has arrived, they took over Babylon, and now, after, a 50-year time gap or however long it was, now it's time for the people to return. And so in Ezra chapter 1, you get a list of people who return from exile, or rather you get a command that they are able to return from the area of Babylon all the way back to the area of Jerusalem to start rebuilding the temple of God. And Ezra chapter 2 is a list of all the people who decided to actually go and take that trip. It is not an easy trip, but there were many people who were excited to get back to their ancestral land and the land of God and rebuild the temple. And so Ezra 2 records all of those people. If you got anything else on that, if you want some more further details on that, you can always go and check on the written page. I've got a few things there. And otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow, July 22nd, where we'll be reading Ezra 3 through 5.